hopefully spark the interest of four-wheel drive enthusiasts out there, and if not yet, then keep watching, because if you're into all things off-road,
he lost his
this
phone
is a place that is really going to get your engine revving.
It's an hour and a half from Brisbane to the hallowed 4x4 playground that is Scenic Adventure Park. And if you've been here a couple of years back and you think you know what you're in for, think again. The park has recently moved to a new, larger location in Innisplain.
The park might be new, but it's going to be a big draw card for four-wheel drivers, because some of these tracks are suitable for beginners and some others are, well, you've got to be a bit more advanced.
Joining me on my off-road adventure is Rob Lawrence. He's a huge fan of the park and has been tackling hill climbs, gullies and ruts round here since the first location opened back in 2009.
So, what keeps bringing you back to the park?
Probably the first thing has got to be location of the park. It's the closest park to anyone in the Gold Coast or Brisbane area. In the old days we used to have to drive anywhere up to 3 hours or more. The second thing now has got to be the ease of access. We can get anything from a standard car in here, pulling a caravan or a camper trailer. Big flat campgrounds now, it's all made it a lot more family orientated.
Rob is also a regular competitor in the various off-road events run at the park, which cater for all levels of driving experience.
One that I run most regularly here at Scenic would be the Suspension Stuff Challenge. It's really been aimed at the guys with standard or near-standard cars as an entry level to learn what it's like competing. Prices are low. One of the probably most important rules is that if you don't want to drive an obstacle, you don't have to.
And what are the tips you give to people when they're doing something like that?
The biggest tip is to take time, to calm down, be slow, have someone out around you looking at the car and looking what's going on, looking at the wheels that you can't see. To take your time and not panic, even when things go not quite the way you want. There's a lot of tips and a lot of techniques out there that you can use to get yourself through without damaging the vehicle.
But the park is not reserved purely for four-wheel drive. There is plenty more going on and big plans for the future. Corinne Duncan is one of the owners of this family-run business and excited about the potential of this property. She also puts on a great barbecue.
Corinne, thanks for this. Really terrific.
No worries.
It's funny how four-wheel driving builds up an appetite.
Absolutely does.
Now, what do you do out here in the way of catering and other facilities?
We've got this beautiful area here that is available for corporate events and things like that. So we have a lot of corporates come out and launch their vehicles and four-wheel drive vehicles and things like that. But we don't just have this area, we've got other beautiful areas further up in the mountains as well, with an outside camp kitchen and things like that. So some beautiful areas and obviously beautiful views to look at.
What other hills in that there?
Lamington National Park.
While she may still be learning the lay of the land, one thing Corinne has learned in years managing these types of venues is how to keep visitors entertained. There's plans for ropes courses and flying foxes, walking tracks and much, much more.
We've also introduced mountain bike tracks as well now. We've got an area for the remote control rock crawling for kids and for adults. The big kids love to play those as well. A BMX track was set up for the kids, so you know it's a place where families can come. So you know, dad and mum can go four-wheel driving, or mum can sit back at the campsite and read a book while the kids have a play as well. So plenty of stuff to do for everybody.
Scenic Adventure Park is in Innisplain, about an hour and a half from Brisbane. Four-wheel drive day trip entry is $35 and camping is $8 per night. The next Suspension Stuff Challenge will be held on the 13th of October, and the big event, the Off-Road Boss King of the Rim, from the 16th to the 18th of November.